Hello and welcome back to my garden. Today is a really exciting day. I'm up potting my tomato seedlings. Now, if you are growing indoors, if you are growing by seed, this is a really important process, especially if you can't plant your tomatoes or your other crops outside yet due to the weather. In my case, my last frost isn't until the middle of May, so these tomatoes can't go outside quite yet. However, if you take a look at them, they are in small pots and they are so close together, they're not getting any airflow. They are also, if you take a look at the individual seeds, they are planted in these 4 packs, and in each cell there's 2 seeds. So not only am I up potting today into these larger containers, but I'm also separating the seedlings. Instead of cutting one out and thinning them down, this is going to give me double the amount of tomatoes, lots and lots for my garden, and lots to share. So this is going to create more airflow. It's going to give them more nutrients. It's going to allow them to have much more space in the cell to grow and strengthen their roots. This is really important to helping keep your plants healthy and strong. So today is a beautiful day. I am actually hardening off all my plants today. I have some eggplant, some strawberries, tatsoi lettuce, some broccoli back there. This all needs to get in the ground ASAP. Not the eggplant. The eggplant is a warm season crop. The sun has damaged the leaves a little bit, so we're dealing with that. I think they're going to be okay. But this is what I have on my table here down below. Let's go on my upper deck and see what I have up there hardening off. We have a ton of plants hardening off outside today. It's a beautiful day. A lot of my plants have been hardening off outside for a couple of weeks already in the nice warm weather. And the new seeds that I've been planting, they are outside on all of the warm days. So we've got a tray of beans, a tray of flowers, specifically zinnias, another tray of beans. We've got some cucumber here, as well as some watermelon that hasn't come up yet, and the zucchini is just starting to sprout. A tray of herbs right here, mostly basil. These are my first round of tomatoes. They are getting quite large. I've already up potted these. They need to be up potted again. I'm not going to pull it away because the leaves are a little intertwined, but they need to be up potted again. They are doing quite well. They are quite large. More herbs here. These herbs aren't doing as well. I accidentally let this tray dry out when they were smaller. They are making a comeback though, and I think they're going to be just fine. And some more herbs here. So lots and lots of veggies going. I still have lots to do, lots to plant. Then in these planter boxes, I have some beets, which are just starting to sprout. I'm going to put some lettuce in this one, so there's nothing in this one yet. And then we've got some radishes, 3 boxes of radishes. They're going strong. And then I have some lettuce in this box over here. So overall, things are looking really good. Let's go back downstairs and talk about up potting those tomatoes. The first thing you want to do is choose your container. Now, it's important that you choose a container that's 2 to 3 sizes larger. I could probably go larger than this as well. This is what they were planted in. This is what we're going to. So you want to make sure that your new pot is much larger, 2 to 3 times larger than the current pot, so that the roots have room to grow. We're just going to fill up this pot with the soil, press it down, and then we're going to dig a hole right in the middle, right down to the bottom almost. So this pot is ready. Now we need to get our tomatoes out. So this is what they look like. We've got 8 tomatoes in here. We're going to split these up. We're going to split each one into 2. These are sweetie cherry tomatoes, beautiful cherry tomatoes. So the first thing we're going to do, flip it upside down, gently squeeze the bottom, and it pops right out. Then we're going to take this and gently separate the seedling into two. Now we have two seedlings. We're going to place one down. And with this one, we're going to pop it right into the center that we dug out here in our pot, as deep down as we can, and then cover to the top with soil. Now, the cool thing about tomatoes is that wherever soil touches the stem, new roots will grow. There's these tiny little hairs on the tomato, and new roots will grow wherever soil touches the stem. So when you're up potting, you want to make sure you go nice and deep. So we're going to do the same thing. Fill this with soil. Dig a hole in the middle. It's windy today. Dig a hole in the middle all the way to the bottom. Drop your seedling down and backfill to the top of the pot. And because we're planting these tomatoes deeper and more soil around the roots, the stem of the plant, these plants are going to grow nice and strong and sturdy and healthy. There we go. We have our tomato. We're going to do the same thing with the other 3 cells in this container and separate each of the seedlings. So again, we're just going to fill up our container with soil. Any big pieces I just take out and toss. We don't want those in here. This is just a potting mix bagged soil. Okay, we're going to dig our hole right down into the center of the pot. That's ready. Now we're going to take our cell. Again, we're going to flip it upside down, squeeze the bottom gently, pop it out. Beautiful. We're going to separate these gently. And now we have 2. Bring our pot back. Drop this down. Backfill. Beautiful. I'm going to finish potting up all of my tomatoes, and I will show you what they look like when they're done. All right, it's a few hours later. It didn't take me this long to up pot all my tomatoes, but I had a couple other things I had to stop and do in between. So here we are, 66 tomatoes up potted. They look amazing. They've been in the shade all afternoon because transplanting them, they can put them into a little bit of shock. So I had them in the shade so they weren't wilting over in the sun, but they look amazing. Several different varieties, some cherry tomatoes, some larger varieties. So they will stay in these pots for the next 3 or 4 weeks until I can get them in the ground and then give some away as well. They look healthy, they look happy, they have much better airflow, much more space for the roots to grow strong and healthy. And because I planted the tomatoes deeper in the ground, deeper in the pot, into the soil, more roots will grow on the stem wherever the hairs are touching the soil on the stem of the tomato. So they are going to be really nice, healthy, strong plants. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you found it helpful, and share it with a friend so that they can learn too. I'll see you in the next video. Bye, friends.